holding space for a subject that's quite interesting for me, that I've been looking into for quite some time, and is fear. Fear, which is the cause, right, of the inability to be responsible for our emotional maturity. And that's a subject that I love to talk about in my classes. Fear is that emotion that keeps you incarcerated, right, in your mind, and the inability to project who you truly are. And when I say to project who you truly are, when we stay in that space of fear of speaking our minds, fear of saying I'm sorry, which is the fear that I'm pretty much inclining towards. That fear of not being responsible for what we bring into the table in our day-to-day life, the things that we cause others, and the inability to say I'm sorry, okay, based on the fear that you're feeling of rejection, perhaps, or not owning to your maturity, responsible maturity, right, keeps away so many things that are holding your future for the greatness, okay, for the good and the greatest. And so that's something I invite you to look into. The inability, okay, to be responsible for your emotional maturity. And that is the fear behind your not wanting to do that, okay? And so I speak to you because if you're holding on to something that's been keeping you from reaching that space of transparency, owning to your emotions and the things that we have done, right, to others, whether it's directly or indirectly, but realizing that we're only humans in this life, in this learning process of the journey to self-discovery. And in that process, it's quite important for us to incline, right, to incline ourselves to the truthness of who we are and the transparency that we carry, okay, because that's something that is vibrational, is frequency, and it doesn't need verbal expression to be able to express itself. And so when we come from a place of forgiveness to not only ourselves, but being mature, responsibly mature, and saying I'm sorry to someone else that you know you have hurt, it gives you the key. It gives you the key to open frequency and to open levels of yourself that you are yet to realize you have. So I invite you to look into yourself and